So this is the kids GPS tracker watch that I thought I'd show how I set up, because it's not as straightforward as you might think to start off with. So basically the watch is designed for children to wear. It's got 3 buttons. Each of these buttons can be programmed with a number. I'll show you the software soon, but literally you log into some software, you can set mobile numbers up, and then depending on who's ringing, the child will press one of the buttons, and then you can talk through a microphone at the back of the watch, and the sound comes out of the speaker at the top. There's also an SOS button, which once pressed, will ring each of these numbers in turn until one of them's answered. So if the child falls down a hole in the woods or something, and they'll be able to ring out. The watch has GPS built in, but for the watch to be able to use all its functionality, you'll have to set up a SIM. The SIM can't be set up with a pin lock on, and it can't have call forwarding set up either to be able to work. You also might need to set up an APN, an access point name, depending on which provider you're using, and you also might have to set up some commands to make the SIM work and for it to be compatible as GPRS. And I'll talk about the commands as well in this video, but I'll also put them in the comments at the end, so people can see what commands you can send to the SIMs. So basically, turn the watch on, and there's different lights that light up. The green lights tell you how much power this has got. Again, that's in the instructions. There's a little tune. So the watch is now on, and the flashing will tell you whether or not it's got a GPS signal and whether or not the SIM's active. There's no SIM in here at the moment, so it's flashing red. Turn it off, it plays a slightly different tune. So the watch needs to be off to be able to put the SIM in. So when you put the SIM in, it slides down, and the cut-off corner is in the bottom right. So when you put the SIM in, it's a micro SIM. So it slides in like so, and turn the watch back on. So one point to note when I was setting the watch up, whatever I did, once I'd installed the software on my phone, I couldn't get the watch to register on the website, on the software, because there's an IMEI number here. It's faded on this watch at the moment. Whatever I did, it wouldn't take that number, and then I learned some commands that you can send to the SIM through your phone text, and literally this number was wrong on here, and you use the number what comes back from the actual device itself. So I'll just show you on my phone. So if you send *6* to the phone, it'll reply with its IMEI number. That's the number you put into the device. So once you've done that, so basically I'll show you where you set up the software either using a QR code or going to the website itself. And when you register, it wants a username, password, and ID. So the username is whatever you want to set it up as. Password is 123456, which is the default password for any SIM. You can change the SIM password by sending a command with the new password. And again, the ID is the IMEI number. So once you've done that, you can log into the software, and it will hopefully load. Log in, right, so you can see these different options. So you can, this is where I am now, so it's picking up the watch. You can set it to satellite image and the geofencing. So the geofencing is literally you go to a zone of where you want to set the geofencing up, and then you can set the scale of where the boundaries are from that location. So if it's a school, you can set up, say, 200 yards from the school, and then you'll once you've set up the geofence, you'll get a text to say when the child's left that zone. And there's, like I mentioned, tracking, and there's you can do a remote shut down, and then family numbers are just the numbers that I mentioned, what you set up yourself. So there's 1, 2, 3 numbers in there. And one point to mention as well is when you're putting the back on, the metal contacts here on the watch back have to line up with the metal contacts on the back of the watch. So these contacts here have to line up. That's how you put the back on. If you don't line them up, the microphone won't be in the right place either, and that won't work, and it also won't charge. So when you do need to charge the watch, get the power cord, it's got a magnet on, and you line it up with the sorry, that strap's in the way. You line it up with the charger, and it clicks in once, because it pulls in my magnet. The watch does come with a Chinese adapter and power charger, USB power charger, but because it's just USB, you can use the UK one, what you've got for your phone or tablet, whatever. You can just plug it into that, and that is basically how to set up the watch. Like I said, I'll put the commands that you can send to the watch on the comments below. Oh, one final thing is I'll just show you actually ringing the watch. So if you just ring the watch as per normal, I've called it tracker in mine. So I'm ringing tracker now, and if it's all set up and working, the watch should start vibrating. And the child had just pressed the button and answer, and just speak away. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching.